Sims, and we are back with more Hakuoki Kyoto wins in Sonen's route. And of course, we're at the end. We're in chapter 5 anyway. And we have already made all of the choices we're gonna make, so I'm pretty sure we already knew. Wait, let's see something. Hold on. Oh, full bloom! We knew, because obviously we did everything right, and we started this path with full romance. So, anyway. Okay, so we haven't read any of this. Okay. With the dawn came the sun, and with the sun came the sounds of cannon fire. However, it seemed as though the attack planned by the Fury Corps turned out to be successful. The Shinsengumi were able to attack an enemy encampment, and although many of our men were injured, we were able to do them some damage. Nagakura attempted to rile his men into action. Hey, men! Level up, face! The enemy's base is just right there! We're gonna blast through them this time! So everyone follow me! His attempts to cheer the men roused their spirits a bit, and he charged to the front of the line. When afternoon had passed, one of the enemy cannons was pointed at our headquarters, with one of the cannonballs smashing right into it, which we kind of already experienced in the other ones. Cannons pounded the Fushimi magistrate's office, and the ground shook with each impact. I was treating injured warriors in our infirmary when all of the captains gathered in the next room. So, the opposition forces had some issues this morning with their artillery, but they're right back at it. Hijikata, we can't keep this up. At this rate, the magistrate's just going to be a sitting duck. I had heard the Fury Corps were successful in their sabotage raid last night, but it appears though they were able to repair and resume operations as usual this afternoon, which, if we had slaughtered all of them, they wouldn't be able to do, because there'd be nobody to man those cannons. And damn, you destroyed the cannons, and yet they were able to... You should have stolen those cannons. Hee. We killed them all and took their cannons! Woo! I'm just gonna say, return cannon fire. You should steal their weapons. I mean, come on. I'm sorry, my eye is just like, there's something in my eye, and it's like, Anyway. Currently, we're experiencing difficulty reaching anywhere near the enemy encampments. Then, Shinpachi will be... Hijikata bit his lip to the point that his face went pale, and he stood quietly. Aw. The sounds of cannon fire continued to echo in the background. Everyone expected Nagakura not to return. Then out of nowhere, Nagakura returns. He's not gonna die! Actually, you know what the funny thing is? Gen dies every time. But I don't think... Did Yamazaki die in one, or was he just like, he never came back? I think it was he never came back, and I have no idea what happened to him, because I don't remember... You know what I mean? Like... Because didn't he went to help Saito at one point, I thought, and it was just like, shrugs, like, they don't have no idea where he is. Or was it Saito, too, that, like, they never showed back up? Like, I don't remember. Obviously, in their bad paths and stuff, they might die or whatever, but I just don't think most of the main characters have ever really actually died in it. I thought it was possible for them to, depending on the path that you were on, but maybe that's more in Edo Blossoms. You never know. Because this is really one game that they cut into two and then just added some stuff, so... Like... I mean, if you think about it, though, could you imagine, like, how much shit was in the original... Like, damn! There's a lot of shit in the original game, because you only had 9 guys. But 9 guys in the two games together. I know that there's additional, like, stuff, but it just seems like, holy shit. They were like, we're gonna cut it into 2. I mean, no, because you usually only get, like, 5. You get, like, 5 max, is the average, right? Huh. So, I mean, they almost, like, doubled up the amount of guys you get, and then... I guess if you think about it, though, the normal path for the game being only 14 parts, so yes, the whole game would probably have been a little bit longer. So I'm assuming Edo Blossoms is going to be... I don't know. Nobody... It's okay, don't spoil it. But I'm just assuming it's not even going to be as long. Because, like, if you think about it, like, Code Realize, right, Future Blessings was really short. Because it was just an after story, so I'm just thinking that, like, Edo Blossoms is going to be like that, like... Each path is going to be shorter. It's not going to be quite as long as this, because... You know, but, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but I just know it's the other half of the game, but it might not be quite a half, but whatever. Yo, guys. Huh. Why is everyone looking like someone died? I just got back. Shinpachi! Everyone was bewildered to see Nagakura. Man, you really had me worried there. I hear the situation's pretty bleak out there. Yeah, it's nuts. Nagakura was covered in dust, dirt, and blood. Then he wiped his face with the back of his hand. Well, there's no way we're getting back into that enemy camp for the time being. I mean, if you're down to lose all your men, then sure, we could go for it. Commander, there's nothing else we can do. Please order the retreat. His brow furrowed and he scowled furiously. I was just like, what the hell just happened? Whoa, what's this? Where's the smoke coming from? Sorry, I started almost sneezing as I was reading that. This cannon must have set the building on fire. We need to get out of here or we're dead. Hijikata, we have to retreat. I know, I'm not doing the voices right. Even Nagakura's plea seemed to fall on deaf ears. Toshi. Until this moment, the Shinsengumi had never known defeat in battle, but they were helpless against the firearms of the Satsuma and Choshu. The Shinsengumi was Hijikata's life. Defeat was hard to accept. After what seemed like an eternity, he let out a long, ragged sigh. I guess this is the end. Nobody can win a war with swords and spears anymore. His knuckles turned white. There were several more minutes of tense, breathless silence before he finally looked up, his eyes burning with fury. We're pulling back, but we haven't lost. They'll pay for this. Fury wasn't the only thing in those eyes. Behind them, I could see a bitter, desperate agony. Afterwards, it was decided we would leave for Kyoto Castle, who were our allies, and we were leaving the magistrate as it was catching fire. Kyoto Castle, a castle located in the Kyoto domain. It is built at the confluence of the Kizu, Katsura, and Uji rivers. It's like Uji rivers, right? Uji, yeah. I can't see, yeah. Anyway, can't see the U without saying U, but it's not U, it's Uji. We're under attack! Damn it! Who's doing it? Seems like we were caught as we were leaving the magistrate. The Satsuma Choshu troops must have realized we were vulnerable, and they seized the opportunity to take over the magistrate. Those uniforms. It's the Satsuma. We'll hold them back. Yukimura, go on ahead. Gen, take good care of her. But they're still wounded I need to tend to. Besides Sonnen and Heisuke, the Furies are still inside there. Inoue yanked my hand in his direction when I tried to pull towards the magistrate. Don't! Go with him, otherwise he's gonna die, Spacey! Spacey, don't let Gen die this time. I'm certain they will be safe. You're not gonna be safe, you're gonna die. Because you die in every other path, but... Have faith in them. Let's hurry. Now come with me. Okay. I was so concerned about the wounded soldiers in the triage, but I needed to keep my faith in Sonnen. Guilt washed over me as I ran away with Inoue pulling my arm. Pant, pant, pant. Yukimura, this way! Hurry, hurry! If we go this way... Oh! As we had been frantically sprinting down Fushimi's main road, Inoue stopped suddenly. My feet skidded as I came to a sudden halt as well, and warriors in enemy uniforms appeared. Hey! They're in Shinsengumi uniforms! You ain't going anywhere! Ugh, Yukimura, I will hold them. Make a run for it! Oh no, he's gonna die now. Damn it, I thought he was gonna get away this time. Inoue released my hand and he reached for his sword on his waist. What? I couldn't do that. I'll fight beside you. Do not be foolish. I was tasked with protecting you. So you leave this to me. What? Hurry! To the alleyway. Head for Kyoto Castle. Inoue pushed me into the alley. He unsheathed his sword in one majestic movement and he charged towards the enemy. I am Genzaburo Inoue, captain of the Shinsegumi's 6th Division. On guard. Would they really say on guard? In Japanese. I don't know. Anyway. Whoa! I have no idea what he's actually saying. Like, that's his, like, battle cry. As Inoue ran towards the troop, they calmly drew out their guns and got in a line. Prepare your weapons! Fire! Oh god, he's gonna go down so fast, and we gotta watch this. The rows of rifles fired at once, their bullets ripping through Inoue before he fell to the ground. Inoue! Inoue! No, we watched him die this time, guys. So devastating. I yearned to jump out to him, but someone grabbed my hand from behind and stopped me. Who is this? Let go of me! You mustn't go. Do you wish for his death to be in vain? As my anger grew from this mysterious interruption, I turned around. Oh no! Not this asshole! You're... Kaoru? I kind of forget the voice I gave Kaoru the boy, so we're just gonna give him a girl voice because he's in girl costume, so... Now come with me! You should be able to reach the back of the entrance from here. Reach the back entrance. I was still in shock, but she grabbed my hand and led me as we walked down. No! Wait! Inoue is... It's too late for him. Her cold words pierced through me like a dagger. In the moment, I was forced to accept Inoue's death. After all, I saw it happen right before my eyes. Inoue was so kind, and he tried to let me escape. Just a few moments ago, he was pulling my hand, and that's when I snapped out of it. The person who's pulling my hand now is Kaoru. Why are you helping me right now? Yeah. Shady bitch. I know it's a shady bastard, but he's in drag, so he's a shady bitch right now. As she walked in front of me, I tried calling out to her for an explanation. Then she turned. See, I was confused from the chaos as I was trying to escape from where the fighting was. But then, I'd seen you running from the magistrate. Ever since I first saw you, it felt like we weren't mere strangers. Perhaps because people said we looked alike. Shady, shady, shady McFucking Shaderson. This must be fate. Trust me, for now. No. Besides, the man from earlier wished for your safety above anything. Her words filled me a little bit of courage. With a little bit of courage. Inoue had sacrificed himself so I could escape. So I have to honor his wishes. But we watched him die. I tightly gripped Kaoru's hand and I nodded. I want to go to Kyoto Castle. Do you think you can show me the way? Kaoru nodded firmly and we ran together, gripping each other's hands into the darkness. I wouldn't trust this bitch. I wasn't sure how we'd found the strength to run. This way now, hurry! There were several close encounters with the enemy, but I'd grabbed a hold of Kaoru's hand and we ran. Let's wait for those men to pass by us. Don't make a sound. As she led me through a heavily wooded forest, we'd encountered a shrine. Fushimi Inari Shrine. A Shinto shrine located at the base of Mount Fushimi Inari. It's the head shrine of all Inari shrines throughout Japan. I stopped to glance around, looking at the incense resting on the staircase to confirm what I'd seen. Where are we? I thought we were heading for the Kyoto Castle. Yeah, 'cause bitch is taking you the wrong place, bitch. Ugh. Allergies, you know. I recorded the last part and this part back to back. This is what happened to do things. So anyway. Kyoto Castle? What are you talking about? Didn't I tell you I wanted to go to Kyoto Castle? I fucking did. Back then, she'd nodded firmly. I appreciated her help, but I couldn't think of why she'd bring me here. I watched her with a suspicious eye, and she grinned as if to play it off as a misunderstanding. Forget about that place. Someone's here waiting for you. Huh? All I was asked to do was to take you here. Out of the shadows emerged the figure of a man from the shrine's entrance. Fuck. Oh my god, it's our dad! I thought it was gonna be Chikage. Ah, it's been a long time, Spacey. My, how beautiful you've become. In front of me stood my father, for whom I'd spent 4 years searching. Father? Is that really you? Yes, child. It really is me. My apologies for waiting so long to contact you. No, now that I've seen you, I'm just glad to see you're safe. Oh, this is so bad. Sorry. But what are you doing here? Where were you all this time? Father's expression became glum. His eyes tenderly gazed into mine. It was my fault for not sending you a letter after all this time. You see, I was taken captive to some place far, far away. I think that's a lie. I don't think I trust him. Taken captive? The horrible image of someone taking my father as a prisoner made me flinch. Maybe. I mean, they said he defected to the other side, but maybe he was taken prisoner. I don't know. Not sure I trusted. But father continued on, describing his journey without going into great detail. I have come looking for you. I was so worried. What if you were caught up in all this needless violence and someone were to hurt you? Like you and douchebag McQueen over here? Father... So I had Nagumo here help me, since I'd heard the two of you were acquainted. Now I finally understood why Kaoru revealed nothing to me. I see. Kaoru, I wish you had told me this in the beginning. I couldn't help it. I just wanted to see how you'd react. Sorry. Shady bitch. Please don't be. Thank you for letting me see my father. I thanked Kaoru sincerely from the bottom of my heart before turning to face father. But it's funny because in Okita, if we hadn't done Okita's path first, we would have been like, oh, look, Kaoru's so nice. And then we'd be in that path. Be like, Kaoru, whoa, what? And that. But now we're like, nah, shady bitch. I don't trust you necessarily either, quote unquote, dad. Not even a real dad. Now, father, let's go to Kyoto Castle. The Shinsengumi has men there, and I'm sure they'll keep us safe from the Susumu Choshu troops. In response, however, my father shook his head slowly. Unfortunately, I have no intention of going to Kyoto Castle. Actually, you won't be going either. Father, weren't you out west because you were held captive by the Susumu and Choshu? And now you're here because you've escaped from them, right? Then why don't we go to the Shinsengumi? It is true, I was in the west. However, it would not be entirely accurate to say that I've escaped. You see, I've been waiting for the opportune moment to retrieve you for quite some time now. Huh? What do you mean? Are you saying you've known I was in Kyoto this whole time? Well, because you were residing with the Shinsengumi, contacting you proved difficult. Even if I so desired to take you from there, they were watching for me, so I could not do so. And as far as the war goes, I was simply waiting for you to leave the Shinsengumi this whole time. Why didn't you contact me sooner? You knew I was looking for you. See? That is what I'm apologizing for. But it was all because I couldn't let them know about us. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you talking about the serum? Ha! So you've learned from the Shinsengumi. Hold on. Sorry! I know everything, Father. I know about your experiments with the Water of Life and the Furies on the Shinsengumi. Wait, something felt off. Since everyone had already known about it in the Shinsengumi, it wasn't like he was even trying to keep it secret. So what was it then? What other secrets could he be hiding? I heard you've met Lord Kazama as well. How did he know who Kazama was? He gave me quite the scolding, that one, rambling on and on about why I hadn't mentioned to him how you were a demon. Father, what did you just say? You come from a demon lineage, child. You're a demon. Forgive me once more. I was planning on keeping it all a secret until preparations were in order. I can probably guess how very confusing this must all sound to you at the moment. I mean, if the Shinsengumi were here to see me, that would be quite the predicament, eh? That is why this was all kept quiet. I shall share with you the details later. Now, come with me, child. Your father will be by your side from now on. Shady dad. Sanan. Shady dad. All of the Shinsengumi boys. Bye, dad! Your dad's shady. If it was your real dad, who was actually not shady, it'd be a hard choice. But your dad is shady, so girl, run. Father reached his hand for mine, but I could only stare at it. I just couldn't bring myself to grab it. My gut just wouldn't quit. Wouldn't quiet. I think it's supposed to be quiet. My gut just wouldn't quit? Well, something felt off. Was this man really my father? I couldn't place exactly what seemed wrong to me, and I sort of froze in place, unable to move. Then I'd forced myself to step backwards, and then a tingle crept down my back. I rushed to turn around when I saw him. Oh. Okay. Guys, I really was expecting it to be like Kazama, right? Like, saw him behind me. Damn it! But it's like, oh! My prince has come to rescue us. Yay! So easily impressed. I see. This all makes sense to me now. Sanin? Behind me stood Sanin. Although the day was coming to an end, the sun was still out, and Sanin smiled at me faintly before turning to speak with my father. Ah, Sanin, was it? Long time no see. You should know all of the captain's names. I do, bitch. Jesus. It truly has been quite some time. However, please do not permit me to interrupt the reunion with your daughter. Oh, don't mind us. With what's going on and all, it couldn't be helped, really. But the sun is still out. Shouldn't you be going inside soon? Must be tough for a Fury, isn't it? No need to worry for my sake. Contrary to what you may expect, we have improved now. The subtle tension in their conversation grew as their forced politeness gave way to smarminess. Smarminess! I like the word smarmy, and you know I say it like he's kind of smarmy. Smarminess. But, like, I just love the fact that they actually put smarminess in a game. Just, it feels good. It feels good in my heart. They were observing one another. Carefully, I inched myself towards Sanin. Sanin, why did you come here? I thought I had sensed a little rat sniffing around the Fushimi magistrate night after night, so I'd been keeping watch this whole time, and I figured I'd follow to see where the trail of crumbs would take me. As it goes, this investigation led me to many instances that required the spilling of blood. Then I'd suddenly recalled the sight of Sanin being drenched in blood and gore. So all the blood on your clothing, let's just say it was all in the interest of your protection. Oh, you murdered people to protect me, that's so sweet. So, Kyoto, and that boy there with him, both of them were after you, Yukimura. Finally, I'd realized why I was struck with a feeling of unease as my father was speaking. Father, so all this time, you knew about me, and you just watched? Wait, you said Kaoru is a boy. You said boy, but Kaoru is a girl. I looked at Sanin thinking he'd made some mistake. You are so easily deceived, but I suppose that's what is good about you, too. Look at his sweet happy face. He's like, oh, honey, like you thought you were passing as a boy, and we were like, yeah, no, we kind of figured you were a girl, and that's a girl. You're so cute. He smiled without condescension. Condescension. Spacey can't read today. I can't think straight either. Anyway, he smiled without condescension. So, wait, then she's a boy? I rushed to look at Kaoru and she, or should I say he, smiled maliciously towards me. Yes, a boy. Enough with these pleasantries. Just like Kyoto, I've come to get you. I mean to say that I am your twin brother. Dun dun dun. In a flash, Kaoru's appearance had shifted to that of a man's. When people told you we looked alike, didn't that set off any bells? I, on the other hand, was ecstatic to see you, as if the decade without had suddenly vanished. True, our faces and physical attributes resembled one another, but I still couldn't believe it. Wait, how do I know this is for real? Father! Yes, it is true, all of it. Boy, show her the Kodachi that I've given you. This is a physical proof of the lineage from which you descend, my child. The Yukimura clan, a demon clan. And this is my Kodachi, Daitsuren. Take a good look. It's paired with, Shosuren, the Kodachi you hold. These two swords have been handed down each generation of Yukimura. This proves that I'm a member of the Yukimura clan, and your brother. I don't remember the voice I gave him, so whatever. So now that you're up to speed, doesn't it seem a little cruel for Sanin to call me a rat? No, you're kind of a rat. I mean, if I'm a rat, then he's even lower that, considering he's spoiling the reunion of a brother and sister. Oh, whoops. Guess I shouldn't waste my time. I mean, since he's a fake after all, huh? Kaoru attempted to provoke Sanin with his vicious words, but Sanin was prepared. Since your appearance was so similar to Yukimura's, I had a hunch the two of you were related, but I never expected her to have an older brother. Twin. Especially because he looks 12 compared to the rest of them, even though, like, he's supposed to be, like, at least 17 or 18 at this point. Yeah. But I suppose that's to make them look more like they're in their, like, mid to late... I mean, at this point, yeah, they're, like, mid-20s at least, probably. It's a little inappropriate. So, my comment about the rat got under your skin, did it? So your response is to call me a fake. Pardon me for this, but being a Fury isn't something of which I'm ashamed. Quite the contrary, actually. I'm rather proud of it. Stop with these charades! Stop with the charades! I feel like he would say charades. Ha! That's right. When it came to snide remarks, no one was more skilled in this than Sanin. And it seemed the more Kaoru grew agitated, the more calm Sanin became. It's funny. Like, the nice little sweet glasses character is kind of like, yeah, he's got a little bit of douche in him. I love the combo. With cold eyes, he glared at my father. So, now that I have you before me, Koto, I'd like to ask you something. And what would that be? 5 years ago, why had you dropped everything and left the Shinsengumi without a word? Father stroked his chin for a second, offering his answer at his own pace. Quite simple, really. Since the root of my experiments had ended with the Shinsengumi, I'd expanded my ambitions. See, there were many folks out west more willing to give me money to fund my experiments, so I went there. Koto Yukimura, 2. The protagonist's father has been researching the creation of Furies for the Satsuma and Choshu clans. So, in other words, you sold us out and we were nothing but test subjects to you. In other words, the Shogunate only looked at the, Roshigumi as test fodder for the Fury experiment. That's all. The indifference in my father's voice was unbelievably frustrating. He showed no remorse. What? That cannot be excused. How could you ever think that was okay? Whether you like it or not, you're all just a bunch of disposable ronin. I did the world a favor by experimenting on you all. Father, I can never come to forgive you. Father acknowledged the rage in my voice, but instead of talking to me, he continued with Sanin. So are you going to hold a grudge against me too, Sanin? Her words are exactly what I would have said. His support gave me so much confidence, knowing that for the first time he'd agreed with me. That's because he loves you. This seemed to have taken Father aback by surprise, but he grinned nonetheless. Bah, I'm not asking for your forgiveness. Sanin, how would you feel if I told you that I could cure the Fury's side effects? A truly enticing offer. But what are you expecting as compensation in return? Me? Oh, right to the point you are. It saves us more time. It's simple. Give me my daughter. If it was Okita... Okay, if this was Okita... I'm wondering if the low romance bad ending is like, okay, bye. He's like, look, fuck you. You suck. Like, that's devastating. Father spoke with no expression on his face, and Sanin closed his eyes, sighing. I mean, we know the low romance bad ending for Okita was the most devastating. So much worse than us dying or them dying. It's him just like, you come near me, I'll fucking kill you. And you're like, but I love you. This would be almost as bad. Like, but I love you. And he's like, psh, what ups? Curing the Fury side effects. Bye, Felicia. Doesn't even know my real name. Sorry. Father spoke with no expression on his face, and Sanin closed his eyes, sighing. In the Shinsengumi's rules of conduct, there is a section dictating that we cannot make any litigation agreements without prior approval. As I'm sure you understand, I serve as colonel, which means it would be inappropriate for me to violate such a rule. So, should I interpret this as a breakdown of negotiations? I think I've changed Koto's voice like every time he speaks, but whatever, it doesn't matter. The tone of Father's voice dropped. Then, right after... Psycho! You're too easy! Both of you! Kaoru shrieked wildly, lunging his sword as he charged at Sanin. Oh! How adorable. It's because of her giant derpy fucking eyes! Derpy eyes ruin everything! That's a mark on the board, by the way. We'll get to it. One of these days I'll post a video. Like, I'm recording all these back to back, so, like, at some point the video will come up, but anyway. Allergy moment. You know this by now. Anyway, but it's like, look at him, he's so fucking pretty, and like, oh, look, he's so angry and sexy, he's protecting us, and then you look at her and you're like, you know what, if you cover her face, yeah, it's more believable. She's just like, she's derpy eyes. They're too big. Like, I get it, I know, but it's like, it's never gonna stop bothering me. Oh. Especially because it also makes her look 12, and I know we're supposed to be like 17 at this point, 18, maybe, max. Yeah, I would believe that she was probably like 14-ish when she went searching for her father, because I just don't think a 13-year-old like wandering around. I don't know, maybe, but 17, 18-ish right now. But she looks the same all the time. They didn't actually age ever, and that would have been too difficult. But anyway, although I'm now a fury, you would be wise to never underestimate Kaisuke Sanin, colonel of the Shinsengumi. Ugh, you fury scum! You're just a fake! Stop acting so tough! He's got the voice of a 12-year-old, but, you know. That's just the voice he ended up with, kinda, the first time we did Okita, and I don't really exactly remember the voice I gave him, but good enough. Whatever, who cares? Whatever, he's not important. Like, he's our twin brother. Quote-unquote, not important. Like, in other games, he's just, like, random side character that shows up now twice. It troubles that you would think of me as a fake, but I proudly accept the title as Fury. Confidence radiated from Sanin's voice as he shot down Kaoru's attempt at provocation. It was as if he were proud to carry the burden of the Shinsengumi. I think all of them are, if you think about it, but... Yukimura, stay close to me. Okay. Yeah, anything you want. I'm literally gonna climb on his back and be like, this close? How about this? How is this? So you whisper in his ear. Is this too close? A little bit. Just a little bit. I leaned into Sanin, who pulled me close to him as I nodded firmly. Oh! Pulls me close to him. Ah! Sanin! Release my little sister! No way, she's mine. I mean, I'm his. The Shinsengumi has promised to protect her. As Colonel, I'll do whatever it takes to keep this promise. I said release her! No, I won't. As Sanin swung his whole weight behind his sword, Kaoru's blade met with his and produced a gleaming flash between them. More. Ugh! Kaoru, perhaps taken by surprise in seeing Sanin's strength, backed away slowly from him. Yeah, he's stronger than you, bitch. How about a proposition? As in, the two of you should retreat while you can. You sure have a big mouth. You seriously think you could take me out? Yeah, you're like 12. I mean, I know he's not, but still. Koto, can I just kill these guys already? He's starting to piss me off. He and Okita are really getting under my skin. No, boy. He's living proof of a successful Fury experiment. I want to examine him further. I know that wasn't the voice I gave him, but like... Sanin listened to them speak about him, and I watched as his face grew more irate. Do you mean to say you were going easy on me? Wow, I had no idea I was so easily underestimated. Then please, show me what the true power of a demon is. No. If Sanin and Kyoto were to use their true strength, the blood would be undoubtedly spilled. Father, please stop! Kyoto, I mean, you! You too! I have no intention to leave with you, Father. So please, no more fighting. I mean, that's... Kaoru listened to my wishes, watching me with surprise, perhaps at my attempt to speak out. What? What are you talking about, Spacey? We came all the way here for you. What? Why? Why wouldn't you come with us? But something seemed to enter his mind, and suddenly his demeanor changed. Ah, I see. I get it. They're manipulating you, aren't they? Him and Okita, too. It's really funny because he's talking about Okita, and it's like... I mean, when did you actually meet... Oh, well, Okita when you were a girl, but... I don't know why he keeps bringing up Okita. Watch! Your brother is going to save you! Boy, it's time for us to go now. Surely Spacey needs time to process all this, and she can't make a decision in this state. To my complete surprise, it was Father who stopped Kaoru from making a final charge. What? If we strike now, we could... Let us go home, boy. Understood? Kaoru was peeved by this order, and it seemed at any second he could snap at Father, but... Finally, he sheathed the sword, never removing his glare towards us. Father, however, was unfazed by his petulant display, and he spoke calmly to Sanin. Sanin, aren't you interested in expanding the potential of the Furies even further? Doesn't the possibility of doing research with me thrill you? Research with you, sex with your daughter. I'm just gonna go with the sex with your daughter thing. I'm just kidding. You know that's not gonna happen for like 5 more years. But I'm just saying. Oh, research sounds great, but also she's the only chick in the Shinsengumi, so I'm just saying. She kind of likes me, and that's just, I mean, not that we're hurting for ladies, because we go to Shimabara and, like, bang all the chicks, but... Is that what it is? Is that what it was? I don't remember if that was the right... Anyway. You, of all people, know how difficult Fury research can be alone. Together we can achieve things that you can only dream of. Why do I keep changing his voice? I don't know. Whatever. Sanan lightly shook his head. No reaction came from Father, though. He simply stared back at Sanan, fixing his gaze. The two looked at one another, implicitly realizing how different the two of them were in their paths. Finally, the silence was broken by Sanan, who had one more question for Father. One more question, if I may. Is there a future for the Furies? Well, oh, hold on. He snuck up on me real fast, and I think I got like 5 more in there. Oh god, hold on, yeah, wait. Shit! Oh, that hurt my throat. Well, I'd suppose that is entirely up to you. Very well, Sanan. Why don't you take this into consideration for our next meeting? I hope to hear some good news from you. Shit! Oh my god! Oh, and I just got a hot flash from sneezing so much. Woo! Father smiled peacefully, then turning to face me. Goodbye, Spacey. I'll come for you another day. Please don't. Then I saw the same smile from him as he'd shown me when he left me alone in Edo. Fuck! Took a pill. It was just the other night when I was at my mom's house. I didn't take my pill until like midnight, and I was like, fuck, it's gonna kill me. And now it's killing me like 3 days later. 2 or 3 days later. Holy shit. I was perfectly fine, like sniffling, a little bit sneezing, but now I'm just like, all of a sudden, I just got like a sneeze attack, and I'm like, oh god. He beckoned Kaoru to follow him, the latter still fuming to himself, and they departed. I made no attempt to see where they went. Hold on. Father, after all this time, I found you. Why did it have to be like this? I truly believe that you were a good doctor, Father. One who worked to help others. Jesus! I can't stop. Hold on. This is bad. This is bad. It's also getting cloudy. I wonder if that has something to do with it, but that's just weird. Oh my god. Holy shit. I thought that you'd be the one to help the Shinsengumi in a time like this. Sorrow and rage began to overwhelm me, and my eyes burned for how badly I wanted to cry. This is really bad, guys. I felt tears welling up. Then Sanan spoke up. If these answers are what you seek, then you'll surely see him again. Why don't you try asking him for yourself? If this is what you desire, I will help you. Really, Sanan? Of course, I too have many questions for Kyoto in the future. With each thing Sanan had said, I found myself nodding over and over again. I came to a point that Sanan gave an uneasy laugh as he tried to stop me. Yukamura, it is time to return. Everyone's worried about where you are, I'm sure. Okay. Sanan and I left for Kyoto, where we'd expected the Shinsengumi would be waiting for us. Our boyfriend always helps us. Final chapter! Ugh! Keisuke, Sanan. And it was more like Keisuke, but that's so hard to say, so... In my brain, it's already Keisuke in my brain, so... Anyway. However, as we drew closer to the fortress, we noticed a major change. The Satsuma Choshu troops had displayed the gold brocade flag there, which was an official symbol reserved for the true Imperial Army. This changed the face of the war totally. Both the Tosa and Saga domains were in the west of the country, both of them too allied with the Satsuma Choshu in their fight against the shogunate. Saga domain, a non-Tokugawa domain located in Saga... Saga domain! I'm sorry, I forgot my cheerleader voice. A non-Tokugawa domain located in Saga of the Hizen province, headed by the Nabashima clan. Nabashima clan? It is also known as Hizen domain or Nabashima domain. Too many names. Domains who had previously stayed on the fence or remained neutral began to support the Imperial Army. The Owari and Yodo domains, long-time allies of the shogunate, had also defected to join the growing forces in the Satsuma Choshu side. Owari domain. The leader and largest of the 3 branches of the Tokugawa clan, the lord of this domain is higher in rank than the lords of the other 2. Before we knew it, we were alone in our fight, and the Shogunate army was forced to retreat. However, the biggest problem within the Shogunate army was within the Shogunate army itself, I guess. With news of the Satsuma Choshu troops becoming the official imperial army hit, and most affected our supreme commander, Lord Yoshinobu Tokugawa. I'd heard that when he was told, he escaped Osaka Castle and fled immediately on a ship to Edo. Fearing a treasonous uprising and a possible threat to his life, he hid in Edo for protection. Because of the loss of their leader, the Shinsengumi couldn't keep Osaka Castle as their stronghold. When Sanin and I reunited with the Shinsengumi in Osaka Castle, we were informed of all of this. It was already decided, however, that the Shinsengumi was ordered to retreat for Edo too. I am sure the decision was difficult for Hijikata. After boarding our ship for Edo, I was told that Yamazaki was in critical condition. Since I was the only medic aboard the ship that could tend to the wounded, I watched over Yamazaki. His injury, however, had gotten far worse than I could give him treatment for. That's true, he did die, actually. In one of the other ones, and they buried him at sea or whatever. Yukimura. Are you there? Yes, I'm here. What's the matter? Are you in pain? No. Please. Oh no, no, you can't become one, Yamazaki! Please, call the commander. Wait, no. Oh, this must be like, okay. Like to discuss something with Colonel Sanin. Can you please call him? For him to ask for Sanin of all people in his condition meant... Oh no. I wouldn't recommend it. Are you sure? Yes, please. I've made up my mind. I slowly went and hoped he died in the process. That's mean, girl. I scurried out of the room, rushing to find Sanin so that I could honor Yamazaki's wishes. I wasn't sure at all if this was the right thing to do, but if this was Yamazaki's final wish, I could do nothing but honor it. If anything, this frantic desire to help was what pushed me to call Sanin. Sanin, who'd gone to fetch a vial of water of life, entered Yamazaki's room soon after. Yamazaki, do you recognize me? Yamazaki! Yamazaki, Sanin's here. Yamazaki? Yamazaki! Oh, is he dead? Oh, Yamazaki, whose breathing was strained and staggered only moments ago, was very quiet. Yamazaki, please, open your eyes! He looked like he'd fallen asleep. Instinctively, I checked for his pulse. After a moment, I shook my head at Sanin. It seems as though we were too late. Oh! That's even worse! Because you're like, Yamazaki died in a couple paths, right? Like, he does die a lot. Like, but that's sad. You're like, oh my god, if we go down his path, is he gonna die? But Ryoma dies too, and when we go down his path, there's no way he could die, because that would just be tragic. The water of life can only do so much, and it cannot revive the dead. If only I had known sooner. Yamazaki was just asking for you a second ago. I am certain as he grew weary from the approach of death, the serum was his final choice. Yamazaki, no matter how many times his name left my mouth, his eyes remained shut. It was a quiet end for him at least. Like, he's sleeping. The Shinsengumi lost many close friends in this war. I too lost both Inoue and Yamazaki, who both died right in front of me. Both of them die a lot. Inoue always dies! As the night passed, I tossed and turned on my futon, unable to sleep with the thoughts of my dead friends haunting me. I headed for the deck to get some fresh air. Oh, I stopped myself seeing someone I didn't expect to see. Oh my fucking god, look how goddamn pretty he fucking is. He is so fucking... Someone I didn't expect to see. You knew it was going to be him, but damn. Oh, he's so pretty. Having trouble sleeping as well, are you? Yes, I mean, what with Yamazaki passing and all. You too, Sanin? His passing disturbs me indeed, but I am a fury. The nighttime is my daytime. Oh, you're right, huh. Over the past few days, I'd spent most of my time with Sanin while the sun was still out, so it sort of slipped my mind. Sonnen quietly fixed his gaze toward the stars. Another lost comrade. In a way, Yamazaki, if I had been beside them, I might have been able to prevent their passing. Because I was incapable, the two of them... Watching Sonnen so distressed in front of me gave me the same feeling of dread as when I'd seen Yamazaki die before my very eyes. I feel like I understand where you're coming from, Sonnen. Usually, I'm against using the serum. But for those who wish to keep their lives, for those with life still left to live, that serum, the water of life, it could just be someone's last hope. Or at least, that's what I think now. Thank you, Yukamura. I'm positive that war will continue for the Shinsengumi, and I do not wish to see any more of my comrades lose their lives. Although you may not like this, I will continue to research the water of life. My heart tells me I should stop him, but I can't. I don't think I'll ever be able to change the way I feel about it, no matter how much time passes. Go inside now. Please, let me be out here with you for just a moment longer, Sonnen. And I want to see what comes next with you, Sonnen. Of course, you can stay as long as you would like. Sonnen smiled kindly, a smile I hadn't seen in a very long time, and I nodded to him. I'll continue beside Sonnen for as long as he lets me, even after we return to Ito. This is the vow I made to myself. We got no romance with, like, not even a hand touch, but we did. We had grabbed his hands at one time. Sorry, I clicked the button by accident. It's all right. I'm sorry. It's okay. I think we can watch the end title. We'll go back and watch it. It's okay. So this is going to be the same thing. January 1868. The Battle of Toba. Oh my God, Spacey, learn how to read. Fushimi ended with the Satsuma and Choshu victorious. As the shogunate troops retreated, the Shinsengumi headed towards Ito. 4 years ago, I came to Kyoto all by myself in search for my father and met the Shinsengumi. I'm going to leave the city of Kyoto where I made fond memories with the Shinsengumi. Although he challenges me in ways I could never expect, I've chosen to walk alongside him. We're going to head to Ito, without knowing what fate awaits us. I think it's funny because, like, obviously, like, then it would be, like, a whole new chapter. But they're like, end of game, so we're just going to do this shit. We'll watch the end title thing. Because I'm pretty sure we can watch it. Because I clicked the button by accident, and I was like, oh. Because I'm like, oh, we don't need to watch the end thing. But yes, we do, because it's got pictures and them, and, like, it's... Yeah, I forgot. I wasn't thinking. Let's go do that. Sonnen bread and curry. Movie, I think that's it. Let's see. This should be the ending. Here we go. There you go. Sorry. And then we got to do our 2 bad endings, which... That one's still goddamn beautiful. When he smiles. So I'm just gonna say, Ito Blossoms better have our first kiss and not be like, 5 years later, and then, like, we're married and shit. No! I need that, like, first kiss moment. I need that. You can't take that away from me. I'm sure it's literally gonna be, like, the same thing like this, where it's, like, 5-year span. But... But if they're faking that she's a boy, it's going to be really weird. They're going to be like, dude, Sonnen's gay. They're going to think that about every one of them. But then, like, what happens if she gets pregnant? Just hide that? There's now just a baby that was Left on the doorstep? Like, how's this gonna work? Or are we just gonna, like, pretend that we just... Not a boy anymore. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just really... Some logistics going on this. Oh, look at them all. This is, like... That's, like, the best she's looked, because her eyes aren't as derpy there. But, like, I love these. He looks so not... Like, normal Heisuke looks so, like a kid. Like, he's a goofy kid. Like, a few years older than us. But, like, he just looks so different there. That's, like, adult Heisuke. That's, like, 30-year-old Heisuke right there. But I look at his face. Look at them. And this is so precious. I know, we can't look at his gallery yet, guys. We can't. I'm just wondering if we could do the bad endings now. Oh, I'm just really concerned because if we do them now, I don't think they're going to be that long. You know what I mean? I'm kind of concerned. If we do them now, then this is only 4 parts, and that kind of sucks. But if we don't do them and we save it for the next part, that part could literally only be like 10 fucking minutes. And if it's at least a half an hour, that'd be great. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the thing now. And if for some reason it goes way too long, I'll make the decision to cut it. I'll do an ending. This will just kind of fade out or something, or I'll do an ending and I'll cut the parts and make it 2 different parts. So we'll see what happens. Hold on. I got to leave this here in case it's too long so that I can do a little intro over it. Okay, that's good enough. So just in case this was cut into 2 parts, this will probably be the start of the second part. And then, anyway, so we're going to do our bad endings. So we're going to go down here. We want to go to... Yep. Boop. Begin story from this chapter. Romance. We want low romance. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to do our first bad ending. So we're going to skip through everything. We're going to do the bad ending, and then we're going to do the unrequited love ending. We're supposed to make a save there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's true, because you do the first answer. Okay. So. Okay. La 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 la. This really should not take long, because I doubt we're going to have... We're supposed to say, "You're fine, Okita." I wanted to assure Okita that he wouldn't die from his illness. But there's no guarantee that his body will be in any condition to fight in the future. Sonnen seemed concerned not with the illness, but rather what Okita valued above all. It was true, Okita had no wish to live long, but instead he couldn't stand to think that his life's purpose would be for nothing if he remained sick. Well, yes, but if he truly wishes to wield his sword once more, he must be willing to do anything, no matter the risk. Perhaps I simply wanted to imbue into him the same determination. Okay. We're gonna get a remaining CG this time. Woo, guys! Everything's gonna be the same, so I really doubt this is gonna take, like, too long. But then again, the last few parts of the chapter could be long. I don't know. Oh, this is the same. Okay, hold on. We're gonna save. Because we're supposed to then start back up here, and then we... Boop. Look, he's turquoise. So cute. Okay. Reproached him. So I heard you were killing many people in the enemy camp in cold blood. Is that true? If it is, maybe you're going too far. Sonnen listened silently, showing no immediate reaction, but he accepted my words. Oh, that's true. So, it was weird because you were like, ask him for a reason or reproach him, but now knowing what we know in the good ending, reproaching him is bad because remember what she said, like, oh, that made sense. All the blood that he was covered in was because he was stupid trying to protect us. So now I was reproaching him, like, you're going too far, and he's like, he's doing this to protect you, bitch, and now he's angry. Oh, of course we have, I don't know if you have to have low romance to get the bad ending. I'm gonna guess that you could probably go through the good and say this, and he'd be like, you know what, you suck. No, I'm pretty sure it has to be low romance, but wow. Okay, Sonnen listened silently, showing no immediate reaction, but he accepted my words. He had neither confirmed nor denied it. Then, maybe there was something he'd felt guilty about. And we had seen that, like, it appears like you have spoken with Toto. But I'm a fury. All I can do is swing my sword at who's in front of me. I'm doing the best that I can in the window of time that Shinsengumi allows me to perform. When he put it like that, there wasn't really anything else I could ask him about. Maybe we get the remaining CG when he lets us die. Anyway, unrequited love ending is going to be like when he like... Bad ending is we're probably going to die, or he's going to die, or someone's going to die. The unrequited love ending is he's going to sell us to fucking Kyoto. He's going to be like, sweet, take her. What? Why would you do that to me? Sonnen gave a double take. Hold on, wait. Oh, okay, so that's when he says I have the cure for the Fury side effects. Is that true? Of course it is. Only I can understand how difficult these past few years must have been for you. If you so choose, why don't you join me with my daughter? We could go to my place. I'd welcome you in. Up until now, Sonnen kept his composure steady, but this offer seemed to hit him where it hurt. I would love nothing more, but what of my injuries sustained before drinking the water of life? Would they still be healed? Of course! Just come with us. Let go of your fears. My left arm is going to heal. If all that my father had promised came true, then it would be a true miracle. Sonnen gazed intently at his left hand, as if the temptation from my father was seducing him. Ugh, you're a fool! Of course it won't heal! Kyoto was behind Sonnen, swinging his kodachi around and around. Then, the blade was aimed directly towards Sonnen's heart. No! Sonnen, watch out! In the split second I'd realized what was happening, I pushed Sonnen instinctively out of the path of Kyoto's swing. Oh, he's gonna kill us. But I didn't think about what would happen after. In Sonnen's place, the blade struck through me. That's so sweet, we saved his life. But I'm thinking that maybe the bad ending you could end up with even if you still have good romance. Because I literally wonder if it's reproach him. Because, like, in Okita's one, we have low romance, but he's like, wait for me on the other side, Spacey. And you're like, that seems more like high romance. But Kyoto beamed with shock, and I felt each inch of the cold steel force themselves into my chest. But there was no regrets for me. Because the Shinsengumi needed Sonnen. Now, more than ever, the Shinsengumi needed him. Far more than they ever needed me. Oh, man. He didn't ask... Man. Wait for me on the other side, Spacey! Oh, Okita, that was the most romantic you've ever been with us. I know, I'm just... Sonnen did nothing. We just died. Didn't even say anything. No, Spacey, you can't leave me. He's like, well, that sucks. Didn't do my job. Continue. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that we can, we don't need to cut this into 2 parts at this point. So probably. So I asked for a reason. Wait, we were supposed to get an... Reproached him, unlocks the remaining CG. So was it literally just another face of his? Because that's just... It's not really... We got no CG out of that. Huh. Unrequited love ending. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we got all this. Okay, so this is... Okay, hold on. Fucking shit! That was like 40 sneezes. It's just like rapid fire. I think I'm gonna pass out. You know when you sneeze a lot, and then you're like, ooh, my brain. Anyway, so yeah, so he was like, what have I told you, blah, blah. What an enticing offer. However, I do not think I'll have any trouble getting you to talk. Sonnen gripped the hilt of his sword on his hip. Oh, fuck. Only reason this is gonna take longer than it should. Ah, and here I was hoping for a peaceful solution. Last chance. How about it? I have no faith in someone who would leave us so readily to show me any honesty. However, if I were to coax this information out of you by force, I believe it could be done. Fuck. Sonnen glanced back at me, lowering his voice so that only I could hear him. Yukimura, Run straight for Kyoto Castle. Do not turn your back. Keep going. I can't leave you behind, Sanin. I'll fight too. Please do not flatter yourself. Your presence is only a distraction to me. But if you want to help, relay this message. Inform Hijikata and Todo about what has happened here, and tell them that there's a future for us Furies. Go now. Sanin pushed me away, unsheathing the blade from the scabbard on his hip. How dare you, Fury! I'm gonna set you straight! Sanin, I'm so disappointed in you. Are you now? Well, I'm going to wager my left arm and get what I need from you. There was no way anything could get in the way of Sanin's charge towards my father and Kaoru. I promise I'll relay your message. So please, Sanin, come back to us safely. This is the unrequited love ending. These are the only words I could muster. I turned around and sprinted for the exit. As the clang of sharp metal rang behind me, all I could do was run for it. I don't remember how or where I ran, but somehow I managed to pass detection in the streets of Fushimi to head straight for Kyoto Castle. Unfortunately, I was shocked to discover that Kyoto Castle had defected towards the opposition, meaning I desperately needed to rejoin the Shinsengumi. After even more running, I'd finally made it to Osaka, my legs throbbing from the journey. At Osaka, I had encountered Hijikata, as well as the other men who'd arrived there for refuge. After explaining what had just happened to both Hijikata and Heisuke since leaving the magistrate, including the fates of Inoue and Sanin, I fainted. At least I was able to fulfill my promise to Sanin. I'd awoken, realizing I'd slept for almost an entire day. Oh, this is probably more like, yeah, we're going to Ito, bye bitch. Osaka Castle wasn't exactly the fortress that was promised, as it was becoming a chaotic scene while we gathered ourselves for the retreat. As it went, I'd heard the Shogunate Army's Supreme Commander, Lord Yoshinobu, had fled from the war in the middle of the fighting. As the Satsuma Choshu consolidated their hold with the imperial court, they received the distinction of marching as the official imperial army. Under such circumstances, engaging them further in war would result in treason from the shogunate. So the Shinsengumi was forced to return to Ito. We were informed that we were to board a ship that would take all of us there, but it's kind of rude. Like, even if they're like, look, you're not part of us, you can go on your own, but they should at least take her back. Like, have fun finding your own way. Take her back. Spacey, it's almost time. Sorry, could we just wait a little second longer? Everyone's already left. We're the only ones here now. But Sanin might still return. Oh, he's dead. Please, just a little longer. I want to wait just a little longer. Heisuke's face dropped, troubled by my words. I know that I was sort of being a hassle to him right then. Heisuke, it seemed, just wasn't in the mood to humor me, sighing as he came closer to me. Sorry, I was supposed to give you this a little while ago, but I couldn't really bring myself to mention it because you seemed so hopeful waiting for Sanin. Oh god, he's dead. Then Heisuke pulled something from his pocket. I found this back at the Fushimi Inari shrine that you told us about before. I'm really sorry. I didn't want to hurt you. In Heisuke's hands was a pair of bloody, warped glasses. Sanin's. I took it with both hands, and I pressed it tightly against my heart. And all of a sudden, I'd burst into tears, sobbing my broken heart out. That's our unrequited love as he died? Oh! Because he can never love us back, because he's dead. Although in the bad ending, he could never love us back because we did, so. In a way, Sanin, these men gave their lives for me to escape, and now they were gone. Yeah, and then just wait, Yamazaki's gonna die too, but not yet. Why did I deserve to still be here? If I hadn't been there, if Sanin never tried to save me, I know now that when I return to Ito, I have to leave everyone behind. It's the only way. What are you doing, bird? I gripped his glasses tightly, making a vow to myself that I shall never burden anyone else with me ever again. Oh, that's really sad. What are you doing, bird? Don't be naughty. Is that the end? This would be perfect timing to be the... It's fading so slowly. There you go. We get nothing but that, so we don't need to watch that ending. But okay. So, there you go. It's the end of Sanin's route. I feel a little disappointed with that one, not gonna lie. Only because it's so short. And I feel like we didn't get a lot of time with him, but because all of the scenes with him basically, aside from in like, there's a couple in chapter 4 and 5, but like most of them are ones that we'd already seen. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, so it just must have been an extra. That's not as okay, but anyway. There we go. I love that one. Look at that face! Oh my god, he's so pretty. I could stare at it for days. Oh wait, hold on. We didn't stare at this one long enough, but this is like the evil, like, one. He's evil. And that, the shock, the beautiful face, but that face, oh. Guys, that face. Oh my god. Even that one, you're like, ooh, he's angry and evil, but pretty. That one's funny because he's like, why are you so derpy? That's his, like, you're being a derp face. And she's blushing. I would be too. Yeah, so, like, this one now has 4. There's that one, and then there's this one. That's all it is. You expect, like, a whole other CG. It's really just, they didn't have a lot of CGs for him either. It's like, they just throw him to the side. They're like, yeah, glasses character, whatever. And you're like, but I like him. He could have done so much more with his character. I'm a little sad, but it's okay. For a main character, he's more of a he's almost as much of a side character as Yamazaki. Like, that poor guy, such a side character. I feel like we should do his next, just because he's such a side character. And he dies all the time, and I'm really curious to see if he dies in any other one. Look at him defending us. We, like, literally look like a 6-year-old. Like, it's okay, my daughter, I'll protect you. Oh my god, and that, yeah, hi. That's beautiful. I love that one, too. But I gotta be honest, my favorite one is that second one. It really is. Like, and also, like, why is it sideways? You've gotta, like, tilt your head to, like, look. It's, like, so artsy. Like, look, we want to just see it. So you can see, like, the long line of his back, I guess. I don't know. But I really do, like... This one is my favorite. I love his face in this one. I do. I love it. But, you know, for the effect of ending, we should leave it on this one. Because, you know, anyway. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see if between now and when I record the next path, if we've got any other suggestions or recommendations or requests. Otherwise, we'll see. I am thinking either Shinpachi or Yamazaki, because they're the two characters that are kind of the main characters that I'm just like, I don't know. So we did Saito, and then Heisuke we did like a meh character, although his path was really good, so. And then we did Okita and Sanin. Woohoo! Two of my more favorite characters. And I'm sure Yamazaki won't die, but also I just don't necessarily know why he's a love interest, because he's just barely there, but anyway. And I know the 3 other guys that are like added in after, we can just kind of, maybe we'll do one of those after Yamazaki, I don't know. We'll see. I do like Harada. I do like him, even though we kind of don't see a lot of him. He just seems really cool, so we still need to do his, and obviously Hijikata's at the end. I'm thinking maybe we do Kazama right before we do Hijikata. So we do like the bad guy, and then we do the wholesome, wonderful canon path guy. You know what I mean? I think that would be a good way to kind of end it. Unless anybody really wants to see Kazama before that, but if we don't have any like, yeah, I definitely want to see him next, we might do him before Hijikata. But yeah, so we still have a bunch. But anyway, I'm at this part up here. And when we come back in the next part, we'll have a whole new route for a whole new guy, and we'll see who it is. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.